Okay, so we haven't done any of these in a little while. I was giving it a bit of a break because I feel like people are getting tired of these clickbait ones. Like,
yay, clickbait.
And I get so many of these. I think even you showed me this one.
Yeah, I think
it was either you or someone at the shop. But I had this sent to me a million times because, like, people know my feelings on the nipple.
Yeah.
Right? And this one is like, I got to tell you, I don't know how this thing kept getting sent to me because my back piece had way less, like, noticeable nipples in it than this.
I know.
I don't know how this doesn't like trip a wire.
Yeah, the algorithm didn't.
Yeah, the algorithm didn't seem to take any kind of fucking offense to this, which is very odd to me because, like, social media algorithms are supposedly getting better, but then you have this, right? And this is like, this is way more offensive than what I had on my back.
I think it's so far a nice tattoo, though.
It's way less tasteful. Well, okay, so I'm going to get into that, but like, it kind of is, but they kind of like the girl kind of looks a little rough.
Yeah, well.
Right? She looks a little like, don't take this the wrong way, but she looks pretty masculine.
I was going to say she kind of looks like a dude.
She kind of does, like a little bit. And also, like, I don't know how this anatomically would make sense.
It doesn't.
The arm doesn't seem to be in the right place, right? Like one arm that she's raising.
Well,
the body shape is a little off. Now, obviously, in a tattoo like this, you're not really going to be grading that. It's a fairly nicely done piece for what it's worth, for as silly as it is.
It's not fully finished yet.
I don't know if they're going to finish it.
You don't think
that could be finished.
You're not going to color in that floral?
Not every floral gets colored in or shaded in.
Man, I'd be coloring in that floral.
I mean, like, they weren't doing an absolutely unreasonable amount of work to do this in one piece.
Yeah.
But however, I will say that the soft shading and the pink bra is absolutely immaculate.
Yes, and I actually really like the shading in the hair too.
That, like, we're going to be taken away from it because, like, we're going to be looking at this nipple. But, like, the shining moment is very clearly in that bra.
I know, they did such a nice job of it.
That is absolutely amazing.
I like the hair too. I think the hair is really
the hair is good.
Done.
The hair is great. And ordinarily, if it weren't for that bra, I would be saying the nicer things about the hair. But, like, that is very, very well done. That pink.
Yeah,
like, it's absolutely amazing.
I think it is nicely done too.
I don't want to get too off topic here. We are talking about a very clear nipple drop here. They're fucking, this is pretty, like, hilarious tattooing. But at the same time, the line work in the floral is pretty good too. So it's funny when you have these where they're very intentional, like, silly tattoos, but they're done on such a badass level.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So other than the anatomy being fucked, I think this is pretty fucking good.
Right.
And weird use of the nipple. I would say pierce the nipple too.
That'd be so funny.
Just a little bar in there.
Yeah.
Like, then all of a sudden she's freaky.
Yeah.
You know? And you could also give her some tattoos.
I was going to say she needs some tattoos. She could have an evolution of her own. Pierce
I would,
nipple.
yeah, I would do her up a little more.
She's already got a little pierced nose, I think.
I mean, yeah, she might.
Little Monroe there. So
yeah, I would just do her up a bit.
Keep going.
There's no reason why you can't accentuate this.
Give her a bad girl chest piece and some. Anyways,
it's very well done.
Really funny.
Just hold on here. I want to see if I got these out of order here before we start talking about this.
You do.
So we'll go to this one. So this was a cover-up that I had sent to me by quite a few people.
Oh,
this
wow.
one was actually sent to me by Kevin, who used to host the show.
Oh, really?
But I was also sent, I'm telling you, I got the same fucking thing a million times. And it was one of those, like, what the fuck were they thinking with this? So it looks like it had been through laser already. And then they did this. I don't know what was underneath of that originally. It's some kind of a flower blob.
Yeah, but why?
And then they did another flower blob.
But
we did one of these shows a little while back, and it just I think it's just airing on the channel right away here. And it was one of those, this isn't even the dumbest thing I've seen today. It was the girl with the LOL on her face. And I meant it. Like, I see these all the time. And this one is real for the guy that wants to say, "Oh, well, that's not real."
Yeah,
like,
this one I'm not questioning as much as I question the other ones.
There's always someone that doubts the reality of these. Well, how are you going to do that this time? Like, this is, I seen the video of this happening.
I'm not doubting this one's reality.
So, like, why would you think this is better? And I always say on here that a cover-up of a face tattoo is still a face tattoo. So the next cover-up of this is going to be...
Blackout his whole face?
Like, that's all you can really do from here. Like I say quite often, blackout isn't the only answer. We just talked about this with the opaque cover-up last week. But like for this, there's really no other option now.
Right.
And lasering color takes a very, very long time. And it leaves a very like faint kind of discoloration. It's very hard to laser color away. People should understand that laser is it's a case-by-case thing. Black and gray can go kind of quickly or not. And then laser, I have a friend who's sent some stuff in before. I'm not going to name drop him. He's been lasering off a sleeve for 6 years, full color.
Oh.
And it's still not gone.
Oh,
and he's going every few months. I'm not kidding. That's not an embellishment. He had full color sleeves. He's trying to get rid of them. And it's been over 6 years. He's still
seems like it would hurt
it.
so much too.
To me, it's less about the pain and more about living through a tattoo that's being lasered and the way that looks. When people talk about, oh, just laser it. Just laser it? You want to live with that? What it looks like? Having something halfway lasered for who knows how long, how many years of your life? It's not a good look. For anyone thinking that, go watch my feature on Zombies Low. You remember that one? The guy who's lasering off his face tattoos?
Yeah.
The guy who removed his nose? So that's what this guy's going to be in for if he wants to do anything about this now. To me, it's like if you were going to do a full cover of a tattoo that already sucked on your face, why wouldn't you go to someone who had good work?
And like you could have gone to an artist that does amazing, realistic, or even amazing trad roses, and it would have at least looked better.
Well, the thing is it's saturated fairly well.
Yeah.
Right?
But it's ugly.
But this is the thing. It's like someone might go, oh, well, maybe it's a joke. Why would you use your fucking face as a joke? Even if someone thinks, oh, you got an ugly face, it's like, yeah, don't make it worse. Right? Like, I don't think I'm some 10. Don't get me wrong. I'm not putting joke tattoos all over my fucking face. No. You might not like them. You could say, oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you did. Yeah. No, you just don't like what I've done if you think that. This is like a very poorly done rose.
Yeah.
And there's no reason for it. And it's like I said that time when we seen the kid getting the samurai face on him, or the other one with the sword on his fucking nose. It's like people have no self-worth.
None.
Like, they can't. You can't have self-worth and do this. And you go, oh, that's not nice, Remy. What if he likes it? I'm not saying you can't get a big rose on your face. What I'm saying is pay some money and get a good one now. He's already done this once. Look what he had under there.
Yeah, I know. Awful.
So how is this better?
It's not.
And then look what he has on his neck, too. Like, you can see a bit of it.
I know, like
right?
bad
So
weight.
stop destroying yourself this way.
Just some people, I just think
Why do this to yourself?
full of
It's
these,
not
like,
nice.
bad ideas.
It's not fair to your body to do this.
No.
Do this somewhere else, please.
Right.
Like, holy shit, man. I know I have face tattoos, so it might be the pot calling the kettle black for some people, but fuck it, treat your face with a little more respect than this. Like, it's just crazy to me. Fucking nuts. Like, it makes me sad to look at it. And, like, even sad for him, knowing he's going to have to live with that thing. Oh. So then I had this one sent to me, of course, and I've seen so many of these
This
lately.
is so funny.
I see these a lot now. It's become a fairly common thing where they'll, like, I seen one with family photo, too.
They put the bad tattoo on the face of the family.
Yeah,
or
I might
whatever.
put that one in here at some point, too, because I like that one, too. But this is really, really fucking funny. And obviously, like, this isn't even the worst big cat I've seen, but it is really funny to imagine this, right? To see this thing walking around in the wild with its poorly done face.
Poor kitty.
I want to see the full body of it, too, though.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
imagining it out in the wild. Yeah, it's just fucking hilarious. It does have a cool texture to it, though. The furriness of the outside of it. Kind of looks like broccoli. Can you imagine encountering this thing out in the wild?
Pubic hair?
fuck
Reminds me of pubic hair.
Yeah, a little bit. Or like meatwad. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
meatwad from
Kinda
Aqua
meaty
Teen Hunger
looking.
Force. He's got
Yeah.
that kind of buzzy, like fluffy, meaty texture.
Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah,
hamburger,
something like that.
ground beef.
And then we have this. finally. We've seen this beginning here. There's a couple different pictures of it. And I don't really love it. I got to tell you, I think just black out all of it and be done with it. That's what I think.
I think that the flowers need brighter colors. If you're going to go black, I think a muted palette is bad, but maybe that's the intention.
Yeah, it's not a muted palette, though. This is like...
Faded?
This is them trying to do, like... It looks like them trying to go, I want, like, a floral blackout sleeve. I already have flowers. I don't want to do a whole lot.
Or
right?
maybe
I don't
they
want to
had
do a
something
lot.
completely different, and now they're...
Oh, they did, for sure. They had a whole sleeve of this stuff.
But no, I don't think it was floral. I bet you it was something else. And they're just trying to use the...
I don't think so. Those, look at the insides of them. Right?
Yeah, I guess. It's just this stuff that's making
Yeah, but like,
me
look
think
at the inside of that rose.
Yeah, I guess.
That was there before like that. So whatever this is isn't a flower.
I don't think this is the worst transformation, though.
It looks like they wanted a floral blackout sleeve, like what you have with your pumpkin, but they didn't want to, like, they didn't have the space to do it properly, and they didn't want to do the work of, like, starting it over from, like, white and black or color on black type thing, or maybe they don't believe that's possible, so they just leave some of what was there. But what ends up happening is all the flowers look terrible by comparison to the black.
Yeah.
Right? So what you're going to have to do here is, and I mean, most people won't care this much, but this would drive me crazy. You need to have whoever did the black redo the flowers for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
It looks like they're capable of punching color in, although I don't know. This is fucking fresh and polarized. Let's be clear here, no black actually looks like that in reality. This is what happens when you put a polarized lens on something.
That's why I don't love using the polarized lens.
Well, but there's enough distraction going on here that they can kind of get away with it. Because sometimes when you do that, you see every flaw. But because they have these old flowers here, it kind of makes the black look better by comparison. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I don't know. I think they need to commit to the blackout. I don't think it's worth saving any of this. I think it'd be better off to just go full black, and then if you want to do something later, do that. But it's just such a half measure. Whenever you try and save the old tattoos in a blackout sleeve, you'll always end up blacking out the old ones eventually. People tend to like blackout more than they think they will. I know that was the case with me, but it's also been the case with so many other people who've started this way.
Yeah.
I think just pull the trigger and get rid of all these weeds. You'll be much happier in the end.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Well, they just look so terrible and weak compared to the black, you know? Mm-hmm. Just so inconsequential and really small. Like, when I look at this, the biggest thing I see is the black.
Yeah, I think when you're doing a black round floral sleeve, you need your floral to be big.
It's important that everything is of the right size, or else it looks like the floral is the background, not
like
the
the
black.
Afterthought.
The main focus is the blackout, and if that's going to be the case, let's just have the blackout then. This just looks like poorly done flowers and like pieces of broccoli or something in between.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they were going for with the little bits of color that they left in between here, like some kind of I don't know, like to give it some form of texture or something to break up the black, but it just looks bad.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Just get rid of it. That's what I would say.